see that every statement you have made through your understanding can be confirmed in the experience, and that would be a way then of matching them on that level of verifiability. Then we would then see to what degree they match it, or whether we can arrange them hierarchically, or whatever we do. Another, please?
I was talking to some philosophers last night, and I'm sort of struggling with this idea that reality can totally...
That reality can be...
That truth can totally be found via thought. And what they said is that they said that the philosophers distill all of the emotion and feeling out of their heart and develop a big head. So sort of, that's true, right? It's actually true. Even when you drew the picture, it's a big head.
Yeah, yeah.
So it really is. It really is.
Yeah. I can change it though. Watch. I can make it into a big heart.
Well, why
I was moving from the image of a fat head to a full heart. You see. Yeah. See, yes. There are people who call this inflation, right? When ego gets involved in this, it's inflated. And that's true. That's why to stay on the level of opinion, even if it's a right opinion, or to stay on the level of understanding is to miss the goal. The goal is really to see whether or not you can confirm it in experience. And it's likely, if it can be confirmed in experience, the person may have less ahead than he had before it when he only understood it. Right? That's, we hope. Right?
I'm sorry, say that again. The person who might have missed that last part. Missed the last part.
Well, the kinds of experience we're talking about are so profound that restructures the whole psyche and invariably brings a person to see the humanness in everything, or the value in things. And at least that's what is reported to do. And hopefully.
Do we know, do you have a clue who is the goddess? Which goddess does he mean?
No name.
You don't know.
No
I know, but you don't.
No,
what do you think yourself?
There are two goddesses. One is the one that's telling him the story, and the other that guides all love unions. So it may be Aphrodite.
Sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds like Aphrodite. And all right, I would like just to deal with just one curious thing now. 3 simple sentences. All right, just 3 simple sentences. We have nothing else to do. We have 3 simple sentences. Now, what I'd like you to do is, when you hear the sentences, is to hold them in a different way. We are used to reasoning in a certain way. The style of reasoning that we're going to encounter is much often easier for us when we go this way. Reverse it. So I'll read it the way it is, and then we'll explore it going backwards. Anything that ever was must always have been and will always be. Same thing, see? Anything that ever was must always have been and always will be. Reasoning. For if it had come into being, then before its coming to be, it must have been nothing. But if there ever was nothing, it would have been impossible out of nothing for anything to arise. So we'll read it backwards. Would you agree with the last statement then? If ever there was nothing, pure nothing, it would have been impossible out of nothing for anything to arise. For it wouldn't be pure nothing if there was something that could arise from it. So if there ever was nothing, still be nothing. Now, if it had come into being, then before it coming to be, it must have been nothing. No, that's that wonderful thing that St. Augustine relates, when someone asked him, what was God doing before creation, 3 weeks before creation? And he told the child, well, he was building a hell for guys like you who asked that question. Now, you may not find that in St. Augustine's works, but I have it from very good authorities that it's somewhere there. All right? Therefore, it must follow, must it not, that anything that ever was must always have been and will always be. This is what they are calling, rational. And to accept reason in this structure, that's what it is to be rational. Therefore, would you agree, it's in an interesting contrast with common sense. It jars completely, totally. See, we have the notion that common sense, that's the bedrock. We can rely upon it. Right? And the more our language matches common sense, and the more we can have statements that can be confirmed in our everyday experience, then we can have a class of statements, right, which can be verified in everyday experience, to which all men, common, to which all men can agree. That package is rational. That's what it is to be rational. That's not this, is it? This is not this. Totally different. Therefore, their use of the word reason is different. What they mean by rational is totally different.
Isn't there a problem here, though? Isn't there a problem here, though? Because if you gain knowledge and you had the reasons for it, and say you were the only person who could understand the reasons, then how would anyone else really?
Well,
you just know it yourself, right?
Oh yes. Oh yes. This is not something. See, in this system, any number of people can confirm it for you. In this system, only you can confirm it. That's right.
How about a third system, which is just as against the common sense, and that is the scientific rationality? I mean, they're begging, by being too idealistic, they're begging the question because they talk about time before defining time. Hence, they say if the sentence begs, if time did not exist once, then the whole issue of what existed before the nothing becomes linguistically...
Yeah, sure. Of course. That's right. The whole problem is time. Absolutely correct. That's right.
But if time came to
Absolutely
be
right.
the way that we believe in modern scientific mythology,
Oh, look. Would you be willing to say that when we talk about time, we mean that three-part division? Move it over there, please. What? Time?